A very good afternoon to you all. My name is Dylan and my colleague Sue will be registering the marriage today. On behalf of Rhys and Rosa, I would like to welcome you all here to Hensol Castle. It means a great deal to them that you can be here to share in their happiness and to witness their marriage vows. This place in which we are now met has been duly sanctioned according to law for the celebration of marriages. You are here to witness the joining in matrimony of Rhys Paul Davis and Rosa Leanne Bowler. If there is any person present who knows of any lawful impediment to this marriage, they must declare it now. Before you are joined in matrimony, it is my duty to remind you of the solemn and binding character of the vows that you're about to take. Marriage in this country is the union of two people voluntarily entered into for life to the exclusion of all others. The purpose of marriage is that you may always love, care and support each other through all the joys and sorrows of life, and that love may be fulfilled in a relationship of permanent and continuing commitment. We trust that these things may come true for you both. A happy and successful marriage must be created. It calls for honesty, patience, and sometimes a little bit of humour. It means loving your partner as they are and for what they are, and remembering to show love and affection, and trust, understanding and encouragement, and you have the basis for a very good marriage. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say, I love you. It is not only marrying the right person, it is also being the right partner. And today you are to become the right partners. I now ask you both if you freely undertake the obligations of marriage and to state that there is no legal reason why you should not be joined in matrimony. So, Rhys, please answer with I am. Are you, Rhys Paul Davis, free lawfully to marry Rosa Leanne Bowler?
I am.
And are you, Rosa Leanne Bowler, free lawfully to marry Rhys Paul Davis?
I am.
Thank you. Rhys and Rosa wish to marry each other for, in each other's company, they have found fulfilment and love. As a consequence of this love, they have drawn closer to each other and now wish to publicly affirm their relationship and to offer each other the security that comes from legally binding vows, sincerely made and faithfully kept. The institution of marriage must be entered into freely, voluntarily, and with the full and unreserved consent of you both. Please answer with I do. Rhys, do you willingly commit yourself in marriage to Rosa?
I do.
And Rosa, do you willingly commit yourself in marriage to Rhys?
I do.
Thank you both. The moment has now come for Rhys and Rosa to marry before you, their witnesses. Would you all please stand? Cherie, would you take the flowers, please? Or would you like to face one another and hold hands? And Rhys, please repeat after. I, Rhys Paul Davis.
I, Rhys Paul Davis.
Take you, Rosa Leanne Bowler.
Take you, Rosa Leanne Bowler.
To be my wedded wife.
To be my wedded wife.
I promise that I will love you.
I promise I will love you.
Cherish you.
Cherish you.
honour and respect you,
honour and respect you,
and be faithful to you
and be faithful to you
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
And Rosa, please. I, Rosa Leanne Bowler,
I, Rosa Leanne Bowler,
take you, Rhys Paul Davis,
take you, Rhys Paul Davis,
to be my wedded husband.
to be my wedded husband.
I promise that I will love you,
I promise I will love you,
cherish you,
cherish you,
honour and respect you,
honour you and respect you,
and be faithful to you
and be faithful to you
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both should live.
We now come to the exchange of rings. A wedding ring is the ancient and traditional way of sealing the contract you have just made. It is an unbroken circle which symbolises unending love and is the outward sign of the lifelong promise you have made to each other. Stephen, could you please pass Rosa's ring to Rhys? Halfway up the third finger on the left hand. And repeat. I give you this ring with all my love.
I give you this ring with all my love.
And push the ring up your finger. And now, Stephen, please pass Rhys's ring to Rosa. Thank you. Again, halfway up the third finger. And repeat. I give you this ring with all my love.
I give you this ring with all my love.
Push the ring up your finger. And keep holding hands. Once in a lifetime, you find someone who touches not only your heart, but also your soul. Once in a lifetime, you discover someone who stands beside you, not over you. You find someone who loves you for who you are, and not for who you could be. Once in a lifetime, you find someone as you have found each other. Rhys and Rosa, all of us gathered here today, wish you both joy and happiness that mutual love can bring. Look forward confidently to a future in which you and the world in which you live and work will be the better and happier for this joyful occasion. It therefore gives me the greatest of pleasure to say that you are now husband and wife. Please take a seat, ladies and gentlemen. Our bride and groom can now breathe. And we'll sign the rest.
Just Rhys Davis. Someone's got to sign Very smart.
Rosa, may your marriage bring you all the joy a marriage should bring. And may life grant you love, health, and happiness. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of the day. Would you all please stand? We are delighted to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Davis.
give the staff have been absolutely brilliant this
Yes.
last couple of days. Can we give a round of applause to the staff, please? And also, if you could raise up toast, my beautiful wife, Rosa.
Welcome to the family, Rosa.
Too late now, that's tiny Rose, that's tiny Rose, so happy.
I'd also like to thank Rosa's father Ivor before he starts necking drinks. Also, my mother and father, we wouldn't be here in this lovely place without my support and the love of my parents.
Yeah.
And we'd like to give flowers to my mother. And also, a friend by Anna, who's got a lot of stress, and it saves a lot of money in sorting things out. Also got some flowers for you. Thank you very much. Also to the kids, who are all looking great. Brooke has been on and on. Come and get it in. And little Mia, you going to come up here, yours? I don't know, are we bringing Joey up or is Joey coming up?
In the house.
And also, it's young Parker. Parker wants us to move in the dance floors and he won't come up. Oh, he is coming to get it.
Here he comes. High five, Rhys.
And I'm coming by two ushers. One, he's necking over there. Gareth, you can come up.
Thank you.
And then the other usher, who's been working his absolute all day long. Anthony.
Yeah, please, like.
Come on.
Thank you very much.
And then we also got one for the best man, who I've looked after us all. He organised the start trip to Madrid. Did a great job. Fantastic. You come and get yours. And also, I forgot about one of the most important men. Rosa's father. My father. Don't ever drink in here.
That's not your father.
So it's just me and myself and my wife. So, we're humbled that everyone's come here today. Brilliant. Thank you so much for coming here. Enjoy the night. And now we're going to hand you over to Beth. Just going to say a few words.
Oh, God.
Grant, you want to say anything? No? Ryan?
Hello! Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you so much for coming today to help us celebrate this perfect day for Rosa and Rhys. If you don't know me, my name's Beth, and I can't remember a time when I didn't know Rosa. Where am I? As I'm sure you all know, Rosa is the craziest, funniest, sweetest, kindest and most generous friend anybody could ever wish to have. Everybody should have a Rosa in their life for sure. And then she met Rhys, and he's wonderful too, but couldn't be more different to Rosa. He adds the calm to her crazy, and together they are the perfect match. That is clear when you look at their beautiful daughter Brooke, who's the best of both of them. She's a perfect blend of both her parents. Rosa, I know your mum would have been so proud of you today, and I know she's here with us in spirit, my darling. Sharing yours and Rhys's special day. And I'm wishing you all the joys, happiness and wonderful things in all the world. So the new Mr. and Mrs. Davis, and thankfully I'm giving you over to the best man,
We'll now hand over to the best man, who was a little bit confused. But we'll bear with him.
Hello everyone. Hello. I was hoping you had a car crash of a speech would have made my life easier, but you did alright, fairly. Right. I'd like to thank Rhys on his kind words, pass it over. And I'd like to thank on behalf of the bridesmaids and the page boys and the bridesmaids again, actually, yeah, go ahead. Thanks for all the presents and everything. So where do I start? My name's Stephen, and contrary to what Rhys has probably told most of you, I am actually the younger brother. Rhys has convinced himself he's not 41, and he's actually 30s, but he is the older brother by 14 months, 15 days. Not that we count. I'd like to thank all of you coming here today, especially for those of you who knew I was actually saying some words. It's very touching that you still turned up. I was slightly shocked and very honoured when Rhys asked me to be his best man. I presumed everyone else had said no. Even Rambo, who is the master of best man speeches. Rambo, don't stand up. Come on, Ram. Rambo is a big public speaker, and I couldn't live up to his standards, but however, I have spent time with the social butterflies in Madrid. Now, the social butterflies, if you haven't met them yet, they're on the table there. Guys, do you want to stand up, show everyone who you are? They very much like to get involved with everyone. They like to talk to people you've never met, and if you haven't said hello to them yet, please go up and speak to them. If you know them, you'll realise why I'm up here, not those. As you may or may not be aware, Rhys is quite fond of his hair. Is remaining here, sorry. And I think one of the prerequisites of me being up here today is Rhys didn't really want to be overshadowed or outdone by someone with golden flowing locks. So, looking around the room, I'm one of the only people with less hair than Rhys here today to not overshadow him. So, again, that's what I do. Rhys has actually told me in confidence he's only allowed 2 drinks before the first dance today. However, there's 42 speeches, 42 toasts to this speech, so first one to Rhys and Rosa. It has been an amazing day today. The photographer, the videographer, all the staff in the hotel, and all of you standing, and most of you scrub up well. However, I'd like to thank Hensol Castle, without whom this wedding would never have been possible, and I can honestly say that Rhys and Rosa will always be in your debt. And a £5 a pint, most of us will too. Now, growing up, Rhys took his big brother all very seriously. He was determined to do what was expected of him. So, he beat me up, blamed me for everything, broke my stuff, sabotaged my plans, and generally made my life unbearable. Anyway, it's a great honour to be given this best man speech today, or as I call it, payback. It may be surprising to some of you that Rhys always wasn't the confident, young-ish person he is today. In fact, Rhys was quite shy of himself growing up, and sometimes he preferred to use his hands at his mouth when he talked. Now, there's lots of stories I could say about Rhys, but I'll leave those to a few more drinks. However, what a beautiful baby that boy was. Now, I'll just leave you look at those for a second before I move it over. Now, originally we thought we may have ended up in the army. However, if you look at the top right photo, he's then started developing his guns to a degree. But how young is Titchy? Look at him, he's drinking beer. How old is he? Needless to say, Rhys and school didn't always make a good mix. And apart from spending a whole year in sixth form trying to get a video on You Being Friends, true? Which ended in failure, and I think they actually got worse GCSE results at the end of sixth form than the previous year. In fact, do you ever collect your results? No, I think so. Anyway, school report, Rhys. Mr. Shoering, Class 2E. Rhys doesn't always want to get involved in the band. In fact, we often find him playing with himself. Mr. Brian Rhys isn't too bad at football, although there are two things holding him back: his left foot and his right foot. As you know, Rhys works in the security industry, and he's very successful at what he does, and the business is flourishing. But it wasn't always this way. I remember when I was 21 or 22, walking down St Mary Street in Cardiff. I just walked past the Square pub and almost choked on my chicken sheesh. Rhys, and it wasn't court time, standing there in a suit. And he comes running up to me and says, "For God's sake, don't tell Dave I'm working on the door." True?
Yeah.
True. No, I have to say, putting Rhys on the door at 21 was like putting petrol on fire. Rhys, a hothead as he learned his trade in Cardiff, soon got sick of me turning up pissed at 3 in the morning trying to get a lift home off him. So we soon switched back to Ponty, I think, to get away from him. It gets better. Like me, some of you may have wondered what Rosa first saw in Rhys. Now, was it his golden locks, Rose?
Right here.
They look like boys on today. Or was his true life, his first true love?
He's in the middle of the blonde.
Was it Rhys's first true love, boys own? No. Arsenal? No. Surprisingly, what was first caught your eye for Rhys? Rose?
Oh, me, sorry.
Free entry to Strats.
The love bag. Right or wrong?
Right.
Now, some of you, and I have heard the odd rumour, think Rhys is a little bit tight.
Yes.
Now, I have to agree with this. An example of his tightness and his change from a quiet boy to quite an engaged individual was a holiday last summer to Mallorca. We booked all-inclusive, and Rhys saved a few pennies and booked self-catering. He came over to us for some free drinks. He even went as far as get his own all-inclusive band from Ponty Market. True? It was all going fine and everyone was having their drinks, and Rhys had 3 double vodkas, and generally been doing well, and got caught for not actually being a hotel guest. However, I went to the toilet, came back, and what did I find? Rhys up on bloody stage with the musician. But ended in well, and if you can't quite see it from here, he got his fake band on it there as well. Now Rosa, as mentioned earlier, you look absolutely amazing today, and Rhys is definitely punching above his considerable weight. Now, as you may know, Rhys and Rosa have been engaged for quite a few years, and we wasn't always sure we'd actually get to a wedding. However, I have to say, since he's been with you, Rosa, he's definitely grown as a person. He's now calmer, more rounded, and complete, and a much better person, and he is good. You're a great match. I'm so happy you've joined as husband and wife, and you produced our beautiful niece, Brooke. However, you haven't cured his lover boy's home. Now, having said earlier, I wasn't sure why Rhys chose me as best man. I have put some thought into it. Rhys and I, we don't speak every day, and in fact, when we do see each other, we generally spend the whole time taking the piss of each other, trying to get the other one to bite. However, I can honestly say, Rhys and I, if I ever needed anything, no matter what, if there was one person I could rely on in my life, it would be Rhys. Likewise, I hope and believe I am the same for him. Rhys is one of the most loyal, genuine, and honourable people you'll ever meet, and it's an honour not just to be your best man, but to be your brother. Now, I'd like to raise a toast to all absent people, but especially Rosa's mum, Jean. So I'd like everyone to raise a toast to everyone who can't unfortunately be here today, and we think of you. Everyone? Of course, I had to turn the internet, and at some stage I had to turn off what I was watching and look for some advice. Somebody once says that marriage is a 50-50 partnership, but anyone who believes that knows nothing about women or fractions. And Rhys, a happy marriage is a relationship where one person will always be right, and the other is the husband. So, my last toast to Mr. and Mrs. Davis. Now, this is the group bit. Are you all ready? Have you all opened your packs? So, this...
Hey, tell them to open the packs now.
Open your packs, everyone.
Open them.
This is a bit of fun, just to get the evening rocking. Come on, Garth.
Have anyone not got a pack? I got two by you.
Right, everyone, this is to get the party off and running. Come on, Temple. Put in my speech.
Come on, Tim.
Right, everyone, I want to hear your voices. Look at the screen.
A smile that brings you in to me. Come on. Talk in everlasting words and dedicate them
Thank you, everyone. Last toast, everyone. Listen.
Rosa, can you make your way down the front, please? Rosa Davis, no. Rosa, come on, darling. Hiya, baby.
There you go, we know where's the trousers in the relationship. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together and make as much noise as you possibly can for the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Davis. Ladies and gents, please grab your friends and your loved ones and join your bride and groom on the dance floor.
she wanna drink on, she took Jamie as a chaser, Jack for the fun, she got her on the table.